I wear the hijab because I believe it is the commandment of God. Something that always happens to me every time I put it on and every time I think about the hijab is, we live in a society that is continuously and always objectifying women. And this is my way of taking narrative back. This is my way of saying my body is my business. So that's why I wear it. I started wearing it on and off since I was a child. My mom put it on for me and she pinned it here and she tied it in the back, and I just remember feeling like, oh, now I'm just like my mommy. I really love the hijab because I saw her and all the female figures in my life wearing it, and it just seemed like something I always wanted to wear. I love colors, something that fulfills the modesty requirement and also is a little bit of who I am. I think sometimes I'll be interacting with someone and they won't really see me as a person, but they'll see me as culture and religion and just maybe someone else's dominance. They won't really see that when I'm making a choice, it's a personal choice. And it's really irritating, but it's also really dehumanizing, and I worry about that because if you can dehumanize someone, you can really do a lot to them. You can make choices that really damage them and their children and their whole families. And I find myself really concerned about that. At the Northgate Mosque, there was an armed person came for a hate crime. He had a weapon on him and he was there to target some Muslims. And that's actually the mosque I used to go to as a child. That's where my brothers live nearby, and my nephew and my niece, my in-laws. Even if nothing happens, no one gets hurt, just that incidents can rile up like a lot, and I don't want my nephew and my niece to see that. That's not something I want them to be around. You don't see successful Muslim women in the media. You don't see Muslim women who are, they're doing all these groundbreaking things like just regular human beings. But there's this narrative that our fathers or our husbands or brothers are oppressing us and telling us what to do, and because of them we're wearing this hijab. But if they knew what goes on in Muslim households, they'd really think otherwise. Your hijab doesn't limit you, it doesn't make you submissive. The only barriers that are there are the ones we mentally create. Initially might look like it's what you're wearing, but really it takes your focus off the outer and tries to narrow it into who you are inside, and what you're doing to better yourself that way. For me, the hijab is something that identifies me as a Muslim, and I'm really proud of wearing the hijab. So even before I speak to someone, they know I'm Muslim, and I take pride in that. Honestly, I take pride in that.